From the lymph nodes, where does your waste go? Not back into the blood system. You can convert some of this chemistry, but most of it has to be eliminated to the outside world. Where do you think your body does that? Through the liver? I've had people say through the liver. Through the liver doesn't expel to the outside world. No, but your 3 kidneys do. You have 3 kidneys that are the main eliminative organs of cellular waste, not your stool, your kidneys. Your right kidney drains your right head, your right arm, your right breast, your chest, your right hip, your right knee, your right leg, your right ovary, your right testicle, part of the uterus. Your left does the same thing. Well, wait a minute. I said 3 kidneys. 3 kidneys. Oh, forgot one. The skin. This is your largest kidney. It's wrapped all the way around you. Why do you sweat for? What would be the value of a fever? This is simple stuff that medical doctors should be taught and should know. And you're going to these people that don't know this? That's scary. Because I spent a lot of years in emergency rooms, and all I saw with American medical doctors, stopping fevers, giving antibiotics. So instead of letting the sewage come out of the person, they kill the bacteria that's eating on it, they break the fever, they stop the body from eliminating its sewage. Oh yeah, the sewage is still there. Oh yeah, no problem. That's not the problem. It was simply the bacteria eating on the sewage that was the problem. Yes, there's some gnarly bacteria, but there's some very gnarly septic systems out there that are really highly clogged. The average person has a major problem in the lymphatic system. The problem with the kidneys, they must filter these cellular wastes. And there's a couple of glands, one on each top of each kidney, called the adrenal glands. They control the kidney. And when the adrenals are down, the kidneys are down. And it probably started the other way with all these high-protein diets, which are known to damage the kidneys. And then, of course, that broke down the lymph system, and that backed up into the adrenals, and now we have so much adrenal problems. The adrenal glands are unbelievable to you. They run your autonomic nervous system. That's all your neurotransmitters. They also neurologically affect your elimination from stool to urine. Then you have all your steroids, from cortisol, that is sugar metabolism, hence hypo or hyperglycemia, all the way to stilbestrol, breast shapes and sizes, all the way to mineral utilization, except for calcium, that's parathyroid. So you got tons of things going on, your estrogen, your testosterone, your aldosterones. You get all these sort of things are all created in the adrenals. So to have those adrenals down, not real good. Just in the beginning of this, I was dressing a lady that thought it would be okay to take corticosteroids in terms of pharmaceutical steroids because that would heal the adrenal glands. No doctor on this planet believes that. If he does, he should turn in his license, because most doctors at every level know that it has the opposite effect. It weakens the adrenal glands. That's why you don't keep people on steroids long. This is why a lot of veterinarians won't even give steroids to animals, because it shuts down their adrenal glands. What's the wisdom in that? There is none. The wisdom is making the adrenal glands healthy again. The kidneys, the 3 kidneys, are the eliminative organs of cellular waste, not digestive waste. Very little cellular waste go through the colon. Even the colon dumps its waste through the kidneys. When you pee in a jar and your urine is clear to a little yellow to maybe amber, okay. No problems. It doesn't matter what color when you're detoxifying. But if your urine is clear, there's no sediment in the urine, there's no mucus threads in the urine, you're not filtering your lymph system. Remember, your urine should have chemistry in it. For males that pee in a toilet, your urine should head toward the bottom of the toilet. It should be more dense than the water, because you have sewage in it. And so, important to check your urine once in a while and make sure you have sediment in it. You'll only know whether one kidney's filtering, but at least somebody's filtering. If your urine is clear, forget it. You're not filtering your lymph system anymore. And that's when you start having symptoms of pain, swelling. Pain and swelling are some of the symptoms of the lymph system backing up. The main side, or predominant side, of chemistry on this planet is called base chemistry. Or another word that's highly used is alkaline chemistry. The base or alkaline side of chemistry is the female healing side of chemistry, which used to dominate this planet by 80% to 20%. In other words, the atmosphere at this level and fruits and vegetables predominantly were 80% base or alkaline chemistry to only 20% acid. In other words, there's a lot more calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium than there was phosphorus, iron, and the acid side. And this was very important because your blood is predominantly base chemistry. 7.4 is the pH of blood, or should be. So you can't dump acids into the blood without severely hurting yourself. Matter of fact, if your blood becomes acidic, what is the end result of that? Well, about 4 minutes from now, I'll be probably putting some flowers on your grave because your blood can't be acidic without killing you. That's simple. So you can't put acids in the blood. It must be regulated. So phosphorus in your acid side, your nitrogen side of chemistry, is the lowest side of chemistry. Man has to do the other way. For some reason, medical doctors think protein is the cat's meow, and the body can't even use it. So what we have is a recommendation of high acid foods in life: grains, beans, meats, cooked dairy products. All these are highly acidic foods into a blood that is supposed to be alkaline. You can imagine that doesn't make the blood very happy. Matter of fact, the blood shocked. Oh my God, if you just ate a piece of meat, you could die from that. Because of the dominance of acid chemistry in the blood, you could bring that homeostasis of blood down to the acid side. That's it. But the blood can steal something. The body can take calcium out of the walls of your arteries, out of the walls of your veins, out of your fingernails, out of your bones. But particularly out of the walls when it's your blood, it'll steal them out of the walls of your vascular system. And guess what your symptom's going to be then? Bruising easy, varicose veins, spider veins, hemorrhoids, brittle fingernails, osteoporosis, scoliosis. You can just keep going right down along like connective tissue weaknesses. Everything starts bulging, herniations from aneurysms, go right on down the road. The body's stealing from its structure to fight acids. Because in this world, in this planet, if acids win, you lose. So now you're getting a good understanding that acid side of chemistry, not necessarily our friend, we need it. Your body produces a few acids. Hydrochloric acid, that's stomach acid, and it's needed to release pepsin because your body cannot use protein. Your body can only use what proteins are made of, and that's called amino acids. You get plenty of amino acids in fruits and vegetables. All the strongest animals in the world do not eat protein. Notice that? So this concept of protein, I could go over that for hours, holds no water whatsoever, and only serves to break down the human body. There's been one study after another study through the years, and last year, Shepard Smith was saying there was a 30-year study, I believe, linking high-protein diets to colon cancer. What they're not looking at is that same damage to kidneys. If your creatinine in your blood is more than 0.6, you're starting to lose your kidneys. I don't care if it's within normal ranges. What about your lymph fluid, though? Your blood has to be base chemistry, alkaline chemistry. Well, let's first establish a fact. Most cells, matter of fact, all of them I know of, eliminate waste. Got to. Essential. Because they're consuming. When you consume, you must eliminate, correct? So, cellular waste, what side of chemistry do you think most of them lie on? Absolutely. Acids. Acids are generally the byproducts of metabolism, respiration, all types of chemical interactions in the human body, outside of the human body. It's everywhere. Most of these byproducts are acids. That's why you can't have several pounds of acids being created at the cellular level or interstitially and eat acids foods at the same time. That's the man's problem, and he's going downhill on a fast-moving train. The genetics are about to kill us all. If I sit here and I'm talking to you and I'm working my muscle here, what am I creating? Lactic acid, right? Now, that's okay if what? If I can remove that acid. Is it my blood's job to remove that acid? What happens if the blood gets acidic? And you can't convert all acids to bases, that's stupid. Nope, you've got separate eliminative organs for that. You can see that when the skin gets backed up subcutaneously with acids, eczema, psoriasis, all types of skin rashes, absolutely. These are all acids. That's why it makes the skin red. What happens if you forget to change your baby's diaper in a timely manner? See a little rash on the bottom? How come? A urine rash? Where'd that come from? Acids. The same acids that are at the cellular level, but hopefully the bacteria in the lymph nodes took those 3 pH acids like phosphoric, carbonic, lactic acids and brought them up to about 6. And it's far better to have a 6 pH acid hit your kidneys than a 3, because it's 3 pH acids that causes cancer. Cancer is just simply a damaged cell by acids. What acids damage cells? Any of them. Pick them. Acids don't differentiate. They don't say, oh, you're a good cell, I'm not going to touch you, I'll get this one over here. They're acids. And acids are acids, and they will always be acids. The only way to stop an acid is with base chemistry. You don't stop acids with an acid. When you come into an emergency room, whether by ambulance or you're walking in, most emergency room visits is acidosis. So we start an IV, we hang a bag of normal saline, or the guys, the EMTs, did it in the ambulance, and they start running alkaline chemistry through your blood. Why? Because all trauma and all ER visits are dietary related or trauma. All acidosis. And of course we're going to start cooling you down. That's the same reason we use corticosteroids. Inflammation is acidosis. And we're going to give you steroids to back down that inflammation. Not the right way, but certainly in a stat situation, may be possible. It should, especially spinal cord stuff, so you don't damage tissue. The big issue is your lymph system's got to pull those acids out of there, not your blood. Your blood doesn't clean up the mess. Your lymph system cleans up the mess. Your lymph system is the janitor, and that cleans up the mess, not the blood. Your blood is simply the kitchen, bringing home the goodies. But your lymph must clean up all trauma, all tissue, all mess. That's why wounds don't heal well. Surgery doesn't heal well. Because they're always done where there is acidosis, where there's trauma, and you don't heal well. You cannot regenerate cells in your body in an acid medium. That's why medical doctors have no ability to regenerate tissue, and that's all we do is regenerate tissue and remember cells genetically, because we know the truth about energy, chemistry, and how the body works. We don't work on these antiquated theories that hold no water and has man afraid to look outside, afraid they'll catch something. It's important that you understand acids and the vital need of the body to remove them. That's why the lymph system is a thicker, mucousy, lipid-based fluid, because it deals with the acid side of chemistry. Now, the acid side of chemistry, it's like a little Pac-Man. But what it does, acids create what they call an anionic environment. An anionic environment is an environment of coagulation and dehydration. So this fluid has a tendency to get thick. You ever cough up a real big mucus plug and how thick that is? That's what happens to the lymph system in your body. It gets thickened, hardened. Some of these tumors get hard as a rock. What's a tumor? Pocket of fluid. What kind of fluid do you think you're going to find in a tumor? Same kind of fluid you're going to find in a boil or a pimple? Or how about a cyst? Absolutely. You only have 2 fluids in the human body primarily. What are those? Interstitial fluids, blood and lymph. Blood and lymph. The dominant fluid, a little water, okay. Blood and lymph dominates the human body, period. End of story. So, real important to understand the lymph system, because that's where 99% of all the problems, all the pain, all the swelling. I don't care what arthritis it is. I don't care what lupus, Lyme's. I mean, they lump these as autoimmune. What's autoimmune about any of those? Nothing. That's your sewer system. And so what if you get a viral? Your sewer system is a dump. It's your culturing medium. You have no culturing medium, you have no problem. You have no acidosis, you have no pain and swelling. Congestive heart failure, pulmonary edema. These are all lymphatic problems. Gangrene, lymphatic problems. Of course, it just happens to be the kidneys are at the core of the problem. And well, now we got the adrenals. So what do you see? All the diabetes. So now they blame diabetes causing kidney problems. Are you serious? It's the reverse. This is the problem. What medical doctors believe, if you reversed it, you'd probably find the truth.